Welcome to another edition of Lab Matters. I'm your host, Paul Roberts. I'm an editor at threatpost.com and security evangelist here at Kaspersky Lab. We're here with Dmitry Bestuzhev. Dmitry is the manager for the global research and analysis team and for Kaspersky Latin America. And he's here to talk to us today about the cyber black market, what cyber criminals are doing on the black market, how they're making money, what tools they're using, and generally what changes we've seen in the last year on the black market. Dmitry, welcome.
Thank you very much, Paul. And basically we have a really huge increase of different kind of Trojans which are dedicated to steal any kind of information, especially one family of Trojans which called as Trojan Spy. This is the famous Zeus and also Spy Eye, and the growth was between the last year and this year more than 100%.
Wow.
That means the criminals do really want your money, your information, your identity, just everything.
So Trojans are programs that get onto your machine. They're a kind of spyware in that they provide access to your machine, and they also will monitor what you're doing. How is these kind of spy version of Trojans different from previous types of programs of that family that we've identified?
You know, this is let's say like a kind of optimized malware. On the one hand, this is because it's completely hidden. It's not almost possible to detect it. It doesn't freeze your machine. It doesn't make it slow. On the other hand, it's really powerful to steal your information by making screenshots, by catching everything you type and all that stuff. So it's like a kind of high-tech malware in comparison with the past.
What kind of information is it interested in?
Well, basically, credit cards, of course, your online bank account, but not only this kind of information. Now the criminals, they are also interested in your social network account and your email. They also, for example, for coming for Russia or to any other place they want to go, we need to present the documents for a visa. So people used to scan the document to save the information in the computer. So the criminals steal that information, scanned information, and now we are facing a new interesting stage of the criminal activity, which is like a kind of merging between the classic crime and also the cybercrime, where we can find also, like on the black market, offers of cloning of real documents using real data, real passport information. Everything is real, but the picture is a fake one, is for another criminal.
So in the old days, they might have stolen your information and then posted it online for someone to buy. Now they're saying, well, we've got the information. We can move into this other business, which is the producing forged documents, fake documents, and kind of move up the ladder.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what do we know, or do we know, who's behind these, the development of the malware, and then the collection of the data, and then the sale of the data and the documents? Are these all one criminal organization, or are these sort of cottage industries?
Well, actually, there are several groups around the world operating in this way, but most sophisticated malware is produced in the Russian-speaking countries. Maybe some country in
Former Soviet republics, right?
Yeah. So, and also many criminals, of course, live in that countries. And I would say that as the most powerful cyber criminals live in Russian-speaking countries.
And are they doing? Is it one-stop shopping? Are they doing everything from the malware creation to the distribution of the malware, the collection of the data? They're involved in all aspects of it?
Actually, the black market evolved really much. Now we have like a really good structure in terms of kind of offers, and many gangs, they just focus on something specific.
Right.
Some gangs just produce malware, another one can sold it, and the others, they can exploit it. So it's like a kind of market where you can get anything you want, and there is a specific person, a specific group of people who's behind that.
So if you're not a particularly sophisticated criminal, but you want access to the stolen data to do some other type of crime, is that available online? Is it easy to get?
Yeah, absolutely. Only one thing you need in order to reach it, to get it, is money. If you have money, you can get anything you want.
How do you, you said the spy Trojans are difficult to detect. All these Trojans are difficult to detect. They don't slow your system down. They don't throw up funny windows or anything. How do you notice, or how do you detect if they might be on your system? How do you remove them? How do you prevent from getting infected?
Well, actually, here it's we see also like another interesting situation. No, all antiviruses today have the same quality. Only really top antiviruses can provide different kind of heuristics which are able to detect on the early stages malicious code, also to remove it. Unfortunately, more than half of all modern antiviruses, I mean, like most popular antiviruses, can't do this job. Mm-hmm. Just even if they can detect something, maybe can't remove or just don't detect at all.
Mm-hmm. And how you mentioned it's easy for you to buy information, stolen information online. For folks who are interested in becoming cyber criminals, you have research that shows that that's gotten easier than ever. Also to set up an illegal criminal online business. How so?
It's quite easy. All you need is to know places where to go and to sign up. And also you have to count with some money. How much money? The study, our Kaspersky study says it's around, maybe like an average, around $6,000.
And what would that be buying? What would you be buying with that?
Like a really sophisticated malware, a builder for malware. You can build your own malicious packages every day. Like SpyEye or Zeus. You can buy bulletproof hosting. You can buy also like AV scan in the cloud with the latest engines.
This would be to test your malware, make sure that the AV engines can't detect it.
Yeah. You see, like a customer right now has just one engine,
right?
But the criminals, they all engines are in the cloud with the latest updates and so on.
Right. Okay. So I guess big question is, what do we do about it? How do we, just like the police crack down on the mafia in the countries where that operates. How do you do it with online criminals who are operating across national boundaries?
Actually, that is a really good question. We can cut them the oxygen, but the point is to use a proper security solution, a really good one, and also to get educated. If people are educated, if they know how to proceed, if they know how to prevent the infection, and of course not to pay the criminals nada, we'll just cut them the oxygen and we will reduce the number of attacks. So basically the message is it doesn't only depend on the antivirus industry companies, but also on the customers. The customers also can do much on this.
Okay, so if you get infected, if they're holding your data hostage, don't pay them.
Don't pay them.
Don't pay them, okay. Contact the police.
Yes.
Okay. Dmitry, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Paul.
This has been another episode of Lab Matters with your host. I'm your host, Paul, and stay tuned for more episodes coming up. If you are interested in viewing any of the Lab Matters episodes online, you can do so at youtube.com/securelist. Go online and check them out. We look forward to seeing you again on Lab Matters.